This next inductee from the umpire category, Mr. Kim Johnson. His testimony will be put on by another Hall of Fame, Tim Clem.
Sorry, Kim. I did not know how to put Louie into this dog fight. Louie's his dog. Well, first of all, thank you guys for everything. Committee, Jim and Jax, for putting this on. This is a fabulous event and an honor to be here. The one thing I have been honored with is I've gotten to travel all over the United States and umpire and play ball. And the one thing, she kind of stole my thunder a little bit, is that the theme is that Cincinnati is the hotbed for softball back in the day. Fast pitch, slow pitch, whatever. That's because of all you guys. The players, the teams, the fans, and also the umpires. The umpires have been a big part of this. It was nice to always see Championship Day, Sunday, all the Cincinnati teams in it, as well as the Cincinnati umpires. Kim is no exception. The very first time I ever met him, I can't remember what tournament we were doing, and introduced ourselves and went out and played our game. And come back in, I thought, why don't we go out and watch this guy? The very first thing that impressed me, first of all, was his speed. My God, he was fast. Almost as fast as hey, my speed's deceiving. I'm slower than I look. But either way, so that really impressed me, and it was really obvious that he was very instinctive. He knew exactly where to go, how to position himself, and make a call. So I thought that was pretty good. Next thing was his size. I'm sorry. They invented hand signals for umpires because outfielders couldn't see or hear what was going on at home plate. I think it was because of Kim. They say it was for some deaf people in the Cincinnati Reds organization, but I don't know. The one other thing he did that really impressed me is he comes into the blue room and he says, hey guys, I really want to become good. I want to become one of the elite umpires in the USA. I said, okay, good. We have classes on and talked to him. One thing about him, he attended every clinic, every class in the city. Then he started doing the USA clinics, the national schools, the advanced schools, then into the NCAA, where he attends a lot of the clinics, trying to improve himself. And it has worked. I've been blessed to mentor him, and now as an instructor in that, he has taken over a lot of those roles. So I'm really impressed. I want to just kind of go over some of his accomplishments. I have a nice paper full of them. First of all, let's just talk a little bit about the USA softball. He's done 14 tournaments. He's done 5 18-goal tournaments, and he's done the JO Cup 6 times. He's done, let's go to high school. High school, like I said, he helped teach all the clinics there. Great guy. He's done, this is the state tournament, he's done 3 D1 tournaments, did 1 D2, and he did 2 D3, all on the plate. In the NCAA, he's really advanced himself. He's done all the right things, and he's self-motivated. He's done regional tournaments. So this is after the conference tournaments and that. He's done 5 D2 regionals, 7 D3 regionals, and he did the championships on the D3. I don't remember what year, 2008. That was back when you were, 21? He's also done the NAIA. He did 3 regional tournaments, and did one championship. And one of the things I'm really most proud of him, he got to do international ball. It's the WBSC. He did the 18U World Cup in Lima, Peru. And it's always like your kid that went out and excelled because you got to be with him when he started. God, I am so proud of him. I can't tell you how much. So it is my honor to introduce Kim Johnson, a fellow umpire, a great umpire, and a fabulous friend, into the hall. Thank you.
First of all, I don't have a voice, so just bear with me. First of all, I would like to thank the Hall of Fame committee for voting us in. I'd like to say congratulations to my fellow inductees. And I'd like to say thank you to the current Hall of Famers for setting the bar high for us to excel to get to where you are. First, I would like to thank Paul Swisshelm. My first 3 years, I did strictly slow pitch, no fast pitch. I worked a lot with Paul. Every time I would screw up or do something wrong, he fixed me during the half inning, so I wouldn't make the same mistake over and over and over. Then they tell you after the game, then you forget about it because you don't remember. Second, it was Pat Hessler. Everyone here knows Pat. Pat was the walking rule book. He taught me the rules. He taught me how to speak to coaches. He taught me when you screw up, this is how you handle it. He taught me so well that when he was coaching high school ball, I looked at him and said, Pat, in my judgment, he just, okay. Then next there was my presenter, Mr. Clem. I got to the college level, he became my mentor. Even today, we still talk about rules, talk about philosophies. That might mean that play at second base, whereas the umpire, you see they're barely off, they make it look good, it's out anyway, even though you know they're off. Talked about strategies that teams use during the game so that you're always mentally ready for that play that's not expected. After Tim, there was our friend from Louisville, Mr. Ben Truitt. Mr. Ben Truitt is an older black umpire that sat me down at Morehead State, and we went over things such as people aren't going to like you in charge. This is how you handle it. Don't take anything personal. Just let it roll off. Be the best person you can. He taught me to always take the high road, never take the low road. And I don't need to say there's Danny Saylor. As you can tell, I don't have a voice. So Danny told me that I need to make sure my mechanics are better than anyone else to make sure that I stand out from everyone else. So I worked on that, and I can say I worked, I think it was 49 national events, whether it was WBSC, ASA, or NCAA. Also like to thank Dave Murray and Jerry Fick, along with Danny. They signed off on all those, now USA softball, but back then ASA tournaments for me to go to and work at. And those tournaments, with the exception of a few, I worked one of the last 3 games, always. Next to last, I would like to thank my wife and my family. As you can see, my youngest cousin's here from North Carolina to support me. I want to thank my family. I spent a lot of time in the world with my family. And last, I would like to thank all you softball players. Because as an umpire, I was blessed to umpire some of the best teams, the best players in the U.S. It's one thing, when I came up, Tim said Cincinnati was a hotbed. I mean, you know, you had the Jays, Watanabe's. Actually, I liked Cooper's team. And there were several other really good teams. You know, if you wanted to umpire in that Wednesday league back then, you had to know your shit, be willing to take your ass chewing when you screw it up, which we all have, still do. But you learn from them, and you have to know there's going to be times when you're going to have to eat crow. Put your ego aside, put your pride aside, say yes, no. Those are some of the things I learned. And again, I would like to thank the committee for voting me in to the Hall of Fame. Thank you.